Hey folks, this is Mr. Miller back again with another day. I ended up surviving yesterday, as you could probably tell. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here talking to you. So I have 3 days on my survived counter, so that's good. We keep just racking up the numbers. Hopefully, we keep it going. Um, I have information for you for today. I was receiving a lot of responses yesterday from the debates. Again, if you've not submitted that yet, you should do so. Just submit it straight on Google Classroom, or also you can just share it with me on there. There were some issues with the video too. Hopefully this one is, well, I guess I was just going to say hopefully this one's working fine, but if it wasn't working fine, you wouldn't be watching it. So I guess that goes without saying. I think it was just there was a filter or something that was weird. They tried to silence me, but I won't be silenced. You can't keep me down. I'm down in a bunker, but that's literal, not metaphorical. So you can't keep me down. I will not be silenced. I will be out there, able to be heard by the masses, and anybody who tries to stop me will get run over. Anyway. Today and tomorrow, our goal is to work on the current events. So we're still doing those, even though we're not here, or even though we're not there. I'm here, you're not here. But even though we're not in school, we are through with 5 current events. We did 5 throughout the whole first marking period. The plan is to do 5 more for this marking period. So this week is our first week of this marking period, so we have our first current event. Rather than spending time on Friday talking about said current events, because I'm not quite sure how that would happen or how that would work, rather than doing that, we are just going to spend time on Thursday and Friday writing them with our class time, and then posting them for me to read and then grade. So the plan will be to spend today and tomorrow. We'll post another video tomorrow just to make sure that you're on the same page and make sure that you guys know that you got to submit them. But today and tomorrow, today you should find an article, read through the article, start writing some of the background, or not the background, but the summary of the article. And then tomorrow finish that up, and then also include your opinion paragraph. So again, you need 3 paragraphs of a response. You need 2 paragraphs of summary of the article, and then 1 paragraph of your opinion on the topic. So that can be submitted just like the last couple things had been, just either straight on that. I'll make an assignment spot for that to be dropped into, and that'll be on here as well as, or along with the video today. But you can do that, or you can also Google or share it with me on Google Docs, and that'll be fine. So that's about it. I do have in the folder on the Google Classroom, I have 3 documents that you could use, 3 newspaper articles, 3 news articles. The first one, I have them all pictured here. I feel like a meteorologist because I'm like looking at the camera, but then also motioning to something that's behind me. So over here we have one that says "World reacts to coronavirus." So that is more of a topical thing, talking about how the world is reacting to the coronavirus. The second one deals with there was a debate between Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders, the 2 front runners in the Democratic primary. Really the only 2 that are still running. There's one more that's running, but she has like 0.5% of the vote. Her name is Tulsi Gabbard. So it's basically Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders. They both, or Joe Biden committed on in this debate on Sunday night that he would nominate a woman to run alongside him as his vice presidential candidate. He said, "I will pick a woman." Bernie Sanders says, "I probably will pick a woman," or "in all likelihood, I will pick a woman." So they've committed to that, which is something that I don't know if that has been committed to in a debate like this before. There have been women who have run for vice president before. The most recent example of that in a major party would be Sarah Palin for the Republicans in 2008. So it's not new, but it is noteworthy that they're basically guaranteeing, yes, I will pick a woman before they've actually even either of them won the primary. So it's noteworthy. You could talk about that. Thoughts on that perspective. This last one here is a kind of crazy one, but it is a sign of the times. It is Tennessee Brothers donate sanitizer products bought for resale. Basically, these guys bought a bunch of hand sanitizer from a bunch of stores and were trying to sell them on eBay and I think Amazon, trying to basically price gouge. So they were like charging way more money than they actually bought them for because they were trying to make some money during this crisis time period that everybody's in. So obviously people called them out on that, and then now they're trying to donate it. So it's like, okay, are they good people because they're donating, or are they just like the worst sort of people because they were trying to take advantage of the situation and profit off of other people's sickness? That's kind of a question that you can answer. You are more than able to get any other news source that you want, provided it is not an opinion source and of a reputable news outlet. So, for example, none of those fake news things that we've talked about, like InfoWars or Huffington Post or those things. So stay away from those. But you can get whatever you want. These are just suggestions in case you need something to write about. And in case you can't find anything, or maybe you don't have, you have internet because otherwise you wouldn't be watching this, but maybe you just can't find an article online, or maybe you don't want to use anything that you find. I tried to pick some things that weren't all coronavirus, which you're probably going to have a hard time finding anything that's not coronavirus nowadays, but you can do with that what you need to do. So pick an article, can be one of these, can be any other one that you find. And write your response on that. And that takes today and tomorrow. So if you're not done with it after 25, 30 minutes today, just save it for tomorrow because we're going to be working on it tomorrow too. So you get today and tomorrow to work on that. And I will check back in with you tomorrow to make sure everything's going well. As always, if you have any questions or comments, I always appreciate comments, appreciate hearing from you guys during this weird time. Again, contact me, email me. I'll answer pretty quickly. Or also during my 2 hours, my office hours. I feel so professorial. So office hours of 10 to 11 in the morning, and then 6:30 to 7:30 at night. So with that being said, I think I've talked enough. I think I've wasted 8 minutes of your time. So I think I'm done. Take it easy. Stay safe. Shooting for number 4 up there tomorrow.